If you knew morning wood, then you know why I feel blue. Without morning, my morning wood. Oh, well, I love you, yes, I love you, morning wood. Morning wood, morning wood. Oh, how my heart yearns for you. Oh, morning, my morning wood. Oh, well, I love you, yes, I love you, morning wood. Morning wood, morning wood. Pretty, 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 pretty morning wood. Oh, morning, my morning wood. Oh, well, I love you and I need you, morning wood. I love you, morning wood, with a love so rare and true. Oh, morning, my morning wood. Well, I love you, I want you, morning wood.
Rise and shine. Happy Devil's Saturday. This is The Morning Woo. Coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios inside the bunker. Undisclosed location in beautiful New Jersey. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, Twitch, and now on Instagram Live on the Let's Go Devils Network. 98 straight days of The Morning Woo. The streak continues. Never thought it would pass two days, but 98 straight days of mornings with you. Happy Devil Saturday to you, Brian. I see Tom, Josh. Happy Devil's Saturday to you all. Maria, good morning, Devils folks. How's your husband doing? I'm sure he's loving that autographed mini helmet that he won of Luke Hughes signed as well. Metalander, morning. Happy Devil Saturday to you all. Talking Devils hockey, talking all sorts of random stuff as well. We get a 2-day reprieve. No losing. Some negativity, but no losing. But Darren Dregar saying that Tom Fitzgerald is not concerned about his job security, which makes me mad. I almost wanted to do a Woo report on it yesterday afternoon because it made me mad when I saw the memes out there. Not concerned. The ownership group, they know the path of success, and it's to get a top 6 forward into the lineups. Something we talked about in preseason here on the Let's Go Devils podcast, which Chico Resch kept on asking us. Every 10 games, who's that top 6 forward? But none of us could have predicted a collapse like this. An absolute collapse of this team. And that 9-0 loss supersedes the booing of Luke Hughes. But that 9-0 loss against the Islanders, followed up by a 4-1 loss, which the Pittsburgh Penguins pretty much dominated the New Jersey Devils. And both games, Metropolitan Division games, on the road. The team gets a reprieve, the fans get a reprieve, but they're back at it tomorrow. And Monday, 2 p.m. start tomorrow. 8 p.m. start on Monday. But how can you not feel the pressure? Well, I can tell you a reason why Tom Fitzgerald's not feeling the pressure. He's not talking to anybody except for ownership group. He's not talking to anybody. Maybe he talks to Sheldon Keefe about a whole bunch of nothing. But this is what I was talking about. If this is true, that Tom Fitzgerald is not concerned about his job security, didn't I tell you? The problem comes from up top. No accountability. I've said this for years, and I'll say it again. The Harris Blitzer Sports Entertainment Group, they don't know how to win. How can you not hold Tom Fitzgerald accountable? He's not feeling the heat. But if the Devils lose the next two games, especially the Hughes Bowl in Minnesota on Monday, that Wednesday home game against the Seattle Kraken, oh boy, will he be hearing it from the fans. He will be hearing it from the fans, the Devils fans, because you see it online, and I know Devils fans are following through. They are not going to renew season tickets. Right now, the response is right now, no. And if you're going to raise ticket prices on top of that, that's a solid no. And it's funny. And it's funny because what we witnessed on Long Island, a lot of us went on that bus trip to go see the Devils play the Islanders at UBS Arena. That Devils fan that threw that PK Subban Devils jersey out on the ice, that was a battle cry. That was a battle cry. That was a symbolic moment in Devils fandom. That was the battle cry. We're fed up. We've had enough. We're fed up. And we had enough. And if this continues, if the Devils lose two straight games, lose the next two games, the battle cry will be even louder and louder and louder, and it's going to look like a New Jersey Devils jersey toss, like what the Hershey Bears do with the stuffed animal toss out on the ice. This has got to stop. And I do not see a path for the Devils winning the next two games. I simply don't. That locker room is fractured. That Quinn Hughes trade saga that Tom Fitzgerald had time to figure out was botched badly. Billy Guerin, the other Jim Rutherford protege in Pittsburgh, took advantage. You've got Jack having a bromance with Minnesota Wild GM Bill Guerin, calling him, "Oh, Billy, I was waiting for that call. I was nervous." "Oh, don't worry, Jack. You're a good player. You're going to be on Team USA. This is not a tampering call, but I'm going to butter you up by the time your contract ends, or maybe even sooner if I can get that bozo Fitz to trade both of you and your brother, to Minnesota." That's what the optics look like. Billy the Kid says, "Do fans make a difference?" It all depends. I mean, you got to, I got to give Joshua Harris and David Blitzer a lot of credit. They take a lot of heat. But honestly, I wish I had that ability to just ignore it. But when you have that much FU money, I guess it helps. I mean, seriously, they've got so much FU money, they're just like, what are these peasants complaining about? You're lucky you even have a team in the state. That's probably what their mindset is. And oh, by the way, I'm making more FU money off of you, so what do you got to say about that? What are you going to do about that? That's probably what they're thinking in their head subconsciously, but they'll never say it out loud, of course. Dubzilla, I give you a ton of credit, Sam. You, the LGD crew, keep up the great work, Sam. Locker room is lost. You will now lose a great coach because of nonsense morons. Thank you, Dubzilla. Yeah, you know, it's this platform is great, but it's also not so great because, like what Beer Baron did last night, the other night, because he had to fill in for Scotty on Devils After Dark, he turned off the TV at 2-0. I pleaded with him to turn back the TV. You're about to do a podcast, Beer Baron. You can't be a fan here and just shut off the TV. We actually have to suffer and watch this crap in order for us to do this podcast. And believe me, it's not that easy. It's not easy at all. It's a labor of love. It's an obligation to you, the fans that have supported us, that we do this podcast and not be like other podcasts. Devils aren't going to try. I'm not going to do a podcast. No, we're not like other podcasts. We face the music. We ask tough questions. We try to discuss solutions. We have that hard conversation. And that's what we do here on the Let's Go Devils podcast and on the Morning Woo. We talk. We have fun too. We're allowed to have fun. We're not like that male Karen the other night that spoiled it for me. I blame the male Karen for this, like, debacle, to be honest with you. You know, the male Karen that was behind me that told me I didn't belong in the section, whatever that meant. You know, and then call security on me to say that I can't afford these tickets. You know, that's my assumption. And I had security, like, checking our tickets like we didn't belong there, but we did. Legitimate tickets with the wristbands. We didn't grab somebody else's wristband. No, we had tickets in club seats. And ever since then, the Devils haven't scored a goal, and then they lost 9-0. And then, of course, Luke Hughes scores that goal in the third period against the Penguins the other night. See, that's what negativity does. It just boils some bad juju. I blame the male Karen. By the way, I got a picture of him. Should put it on a bulletin. Watch out for this guy. Anyway, enough of my personal grievances. Love the Beer Baron rants as well. Of course, everybody loves rants. Max says, Palat, I understand a lot more due to school for... Hamilton just likes museums, and that's why he wants to stay. Metalander's right. Olympic hockey is going to be a welcome distraction from this mess. Yeah, and I'm also rooting for that figure skating. One of the figure skaters, his family, mom and dad, perished in that plane crash last January. And now he's competing in the U.S. Championship. I don't know what, but I'm going to follow him. Hopefully he makes the Olympic team. You know, storylines like that I'll be following. And the Morning Woo will do its best to continue during the Olympic break as the NHL will pause for the Olympics. Kodak says, time to throw a Sam salad on the ice. Yeah, throw some beef. Unfortunately, Lazar's not around to pick it up and eat it. That would be cool, though. That would be cool. Dubzilla, you guys need to raise money and buy the team. What we should have got on it a long time ago with the crypto, Doge, and Bitcoin. We probably, had we set our minds to it, we could probably honestly make Joshua Harris a big offer, a reasonable offer to buy the team. You bring another investment banker on board, somebody from I want somebody from New Jersey that cares about the team, that actually gives a crap, that we're not just like a part of a conglomerate portfolio. We're not a cash cow. We're not a cash flow positive with the arena deal, all that kind of stuff. I mean, money's important. Don't get me wrong, but I want somebody that has conviction as an owner, like Jeff Vanderbeek. Jeff Vanderbeek had the right ideas, but with certain circumstances beyond his control, things happen, and it didn't work out, unfortunately. It didn't work out. And I would love to have another Jeff Vanderbeek as our owner. The Vanderbeek years were great. The McMullen years were great. The Harris Blitzer Sports Entertainment years, You're holding on to the old brand that you tore down when you took over the team. Speaking of old brand, put out a picture of Lou Lamoriello on my X account, at Primetime Sam Wu. And he got a good response, mixed response. But just remember, if you want somebody to clean up this mess, Lou's the guy. I'll never forget where he literally told Vladimir Malakoff, "You're retired because you went skiing," just to make room for cap space. That was 20 years ago. Solid Vike says, Vanderbeek loved the team. Harris owns too many teams. He's got too much FU money. And he's saying FU to the fans. We're going to keep Fitzy the way it is. And I'll tell you, it's not working for me. It's not working for you, the New Jersey Devils fan. I at least like to hear, at least give me a crummy press release addressing the situation. Give me something. You're not even giving me that, which is pathetic. Radio silence. What are you thinking, Fitzy? Oh, I'm gonna show them once I make that trade. I know it's gonna take a while for me to do it, but once I make that trade for that top six forward, the locker room is so fractured. Forget about the top six forward. Top six forward's not going to do anything. You've got lots of problems right now. All self-inflicted. Just like how Jack cut himself on a piece of glass, allegedly at Chicago Cut. All self-inflicted. That's what makes it frustrating. How much more do Devils fans need to take of this nonsense? This is absolute nonsense. It's a circus at this point. What's going to happen next? Just, I don't know how to explain it. But I've explained it for the longest time. It comes from the top. Comes from the top. Now, if Harris Blitzer Sports Entertainment wants to think outside of the box and hire me as a consultant to tell them what to do, I can add some value to this team. Not guarantee. I'm not going to guarantee results because I don't think this is a big mess. I don't know if even I can figure it out. But what I do know, it's got to start from the top. And again, the $300 million in New Jersey tax subsidies this team is clamoring for to quote unquote renovate the Prudential Center, which is about just about to be 20 years old, that it's worn down. Well, you haven't even cleaned the place. The place is disgusting at times. I mean, if you go into the upper sections, it looks like nobody's wiped it down since the building. I mean, the bathrooms are disgusting, equally as disgusting as well. Even in the club sections, it's like you got overflowing paper towels in the garbage. Like every bathroom I've been to, some of the stalls don't work, and there are times where there's no paper towels. So what do? I have my wet hands after washing my hands. I just take my pants and I just wipe it on, and then I go back to the game. Ketchup stains all over the place. Skid marks all over the place. And you want $300 million in New Jersey tax dollar subsidies to renovate? How about you clean the place first? Start there. Oh, what costs $300 million? That I want to see the proposal. I want to see the budget on this one. Where's that $300 million going? Are you going to build a heated walkway from Penn Station to the Prudential Center? Is that part of the plans? I don't know. I'm guessing. What costs $300 million to renovate? Are you going to fix the TV outside where it's facing that new ice skating rink right now, that new park, which I thought was a good idea. Should have happened years ago. Glad it, better late than ever. Are you gonna replace that TV? Is it the helipad that caused infrastructure problems because of the weight? Do you need that $300 million to reinforce the helipad up on top of the Prudential Center so Joshua Harris and David Blitzer can just take the helicopter in and then land on it and it'll be nice and safe? Is that what you need that $300 million for? What you need to do is focus on winning. Winning solves everything. Heck, if this team was winning Stanley Cups, I wouldn't even talk about. I wouldn't even flinch. I wouldn't even talk about $300 million in New Jersey tax subsidies. But because it's happening and I need something to complain about, I'm just piling it on right now with that. But if this team was winning cups, be like, yeah, let them have the $300 million. They deserve it. They deserve it. Jay Snow says, I'm not saying they're winning a cup, but no way they should be dead last in scoring. Yeah. Agreed. Robert Isaac said, we could talk about how crappy the concession is behind Section 216 if you want. They are totally shocked people. Order food during intermission. They are so unprepared. Yeah, the peasants need their food upstairs, Mr. Blitzer. I mean, truth be told, opening night of the building, when it was Devils versus Ottawa, I actually got food poisoning the first night there because the chicken tenders, I think, were raw. And, yeah, I was throwing up for probably the next 2 days, unfortunately. But they fixed that problem. The Vanderbeek people, they fixed the problem. They addressed it. And then about a year and a half ago when I had the Taylor ham and egg and cheese, and the egg was green, and then me and Beer Baron, we didn't know it, but we went into two separate concession stands, and he and I were like dry heaving and heaving. It was so bad the next couple days. Like, I was really sick. Never had it again, the Taylor ham at the arena. And but to the Devils' credit, Harris Blitzer Sports Entertainment, I give credit due. Somebody saw my tweet and actually reached out to me and wanted to get all the information so it would never happen again. But I said the damn egg was green, and I didn't know till I bit into it. And then I stopped. But by that time, I already swallowed half of it. Whereas Beer Baron just muscled through it, and he ate the whole damn thing. He was more sicker than I was. That was about a year and a half ago. But I don't know what it's like now, but still. Tom says, $300 million. Another great move by New Jersey politicians. Yeah, you know what? Anytime that $9 million lady in Section 15 yells $9 million at Luke Hughes, I'm just going to yell, $300 million at Ownership Group. Let's see what else. Solid Vike says that I've gotten sick too many times at Devils games. I'm assuming you're talking about the food in the past. Lately, I haven't, but I haven't been eating that much food. No, that's not true. only in the club section I've been eating food. And so far, so good. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. If I'm not alive after a game that I was in the club section, then this podcast won't happen. Then there you know. There you go. Durango Steve, blasphemy. He says, you better watch out. That Taylor ham will kill you. Next time, try pork roll. You know what? Meow, meow. You know what the Devils need? They need Taco Tuesday at the arena. Taco Tuesday. You know, have Goya sponsor it. You know, dollar taco night. You know, how about the affordability? That's the new buzzword in the political arena. How about the affordability of dollar hot dog night? If you bring back dollar hot dog night, I'd buy a whole bunch of hot dogs and start throwing them in the crowd. Throw it in the crowd. Get your hot dogs. They got to bring back dollar hot dog night. It's cycling and pushing everything out. Very hard to master, but so effective. Now they're just playing poor, says Dubzilla. Stick to the burrito. The burrito. Problem is, Tom, one burrito is like $20. You know, $20. I mean, you know, you got let's budget this out. If I did one burrito each game, there's 42 home games. All right, and it's $20 times 20. I would literally be giving Harris Blitzer Sports Entertainment and the burrito people $840 of my hard-earned money for this freaking team that doesn't clean up the bathrooms properly at the arena, that want $300 million on top of it. How about you get a nice cleaning lady? How about that? Start there. Does anybody know a good cleaning lady? Have any experience, you know, cleaning disasters? Let me know. I'll pass it on to New Jersey Devils. Let's see here. Art Heaton. Happy Devils Saturday to you, Art Heaton, and your family. Lovely people. Lovely people. Don't mess with them. Don't mess with the Heatons. That's all I have to say. Last time they had dollar hot dog night, I think they made them the night before. Maybe with the $300 million that they would get in tax subsidies, they'll have instant hot dog makers, and they'll be nice and fresh for Art Heaton and his family. I kind of agree with you. I think, you know, so I even thought that the Taylor ham and egg, you know, they told me they're made fresh daily, but I said, no, that Taylor ham and egg looked like it was there for 5 days. You know, unfortunately, I ate half of it and then got sick, you know, and, you know, again, but to the Devil's credit, somebody called me from food services. They wanted details. I gave them details. I see, sometimes it's the response that's more important than the initial, you know, F up, so to speak. And that's important to me. So I give credit when credit's due. Harris Blitzer Sports Entertainment. That's a good move. That's a good PR move. It's actually, I'm glad somebody did that because it's not safe when you're eating bad food. But I will say, though, the food's been better at other arenas lately that I've been on the road. So, for $300 million, I want an all-robot staff at The Rock. But don't you want to employ the good folks of Newark? That's what I want. You know what I want robots to do? Kick the player's ass when they don't forecheck or they turn the puck over. Have that robot do it. You know why? Because the freaking GM doesn't do anything. Maybe I want a robot as a GM. Feed all this robot the analytics. Feed them all the information. Have it scour the internet, what people are thinking about this team, and have the AI figure out what to do with this team. Because I'll tell you what, an AI GM right now is a heck of a lot better than what we're getting right now. At least the AI GM will issue a press release why we suck and what they're going to do about it. Good morning, Ted. Happy Devils Saturday to you. Dubzilla said he had a great pastrami last game. Tom, at the top of my section, the area, the only good worker is the handicapped guy. He moves faster and cares more than the rest of. I love people that hustle. I love people that care, that give a crap. I love people that give a crap even though they have every right not to give a crap. I love people that are like that. I hate people that are lazy. I hate people that don't care, that just are irresponsible. I don't know where I'm going with this, but some people suck, and there are some good people out there. Unfortunately, we need more good people out there. And I agree with Dubzilla. I just want wins. Wins is all I care about. Winning solves everything. If the Devils were winning right now, I wouldn't care if my seat was broken in the stands. I wouldn't care. You know, back in the Meadowlands, the Devils were winning. My seat, my season ticket seat was actually broken. The bracket broke, and it was like when you sit down, you were sideways, you know, and I left it broken. Why? Because the Devils were winning. I didn't want to change the mojo. Finally, somebody at Meadowlands Security was like, you got to fix that. I was like, no, don't touch it. Don't touch it. But yeah. In the words of Shorzy, they don't hate to lose. Agree. I think the problem with the Devils as well is lack of focus. The players' lack of focus. They're shooting off in 15,000 direction all over the place. They have no focus abilities except for themselves as individuals. But there are good players on the team. Remember how I just went on that rant about some people suck and some people are good? They do have good people on this team, but you just got to get rid of the guys that suck. There are a lot of energy vampires out there. There's a lot of guys that, you know, are you in it or you're not? You got to be all in. You got to be all in. That's how you win cups. You got to be all in. You got to be all on the same page. Everybody plays a role. You help each other out. You have each other's backs. You fight for it. You fight for every inch out there. Durango C says, you ate too many hot dogs, Sam. Broke the seat. I was there, plus the popcorn as well. I have a little bit of a weight problem. I'll admit it. I enjoy being fat. I love being fat. That's just who I am. I stopped dieting a long time ago. I said, you know what? Just accept me for who I am. And if I love to be fat, so be it. No Wegovy here, no Ozempic here. Nope, that'll never happen. Winning beats confidence, Billy the Kid. Absolutely. Wimpy, the club seats. Devils logo, gold instead of white. Disturbing for sure. Yeah, bring back the gold circle. Keep it simple, gold circle. Then you're like, whoa. Let's see here. Every bottom teams have good players, says Billy the Kid. Yeah. Tom, and I'm sure there's analytics on this. Tom says, I bet we have the least goals scored in the dirty area in front of the net. Yeah, I agree with that too. Because we haven't seen much of it. I mean, Nason used to get all those goals. Not happening. Ted says, I hate waiting to eat and drink. Well, I hate waiting to begin with. Durango, I don't know what you're talking about. I hate the spin around that Timo does, says Matt Rosen. Yeah, and I hate the backwards passes. You got all that momentum. You got the puck on your stick. You're cradling that puck. You're going to do a zone entry in the offensive zone. And, I'm going to turn around blindly. And pass it back to somebody else who's at a dead stop. No momentum. Like, can we stop with that? How many turnovers do we get? How many turnovers have been created by the New Jersey Devils going into the offensive zone and they decide, I'm going to pass it back to somebody because I'm going to be fancy schmancy and get a little cute, which never works, and it always burns us in the other way. Robert Isaac says, ChatGPT, if I'm a GM of the Devils for this season, not right now, not a 3-year plan, I'm acting with urgency but realism. You're not rebuilding mid-season. You're stabilizing and give this team a fighting chance. How is Tom Fitzgerald going to get around all these no movement clauses? That's the question. Max, he sent me something. So I'm going to look. I got a lot of text messages here. That's a good one. That's a good one. It looks like somebody was playing with AI the other day. I'm going to have to meow, figure out how to load it up on this computer to show you what Max sent me. Interesting enough. Let's see here. How do I do that? I'm going to have to figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll probably have to email it to myself and Anyway, I am producing while hosting and answering Mac's email. Yes, you can email me, by the way, sam@letsgodolls.com. If you have anything good to say, add to this podcast. It's a picture. Attach the picture. I got to show you what Max sent. It's pretty funny, actually. It's really funny. So stick around on the live feeds. I'll have it up shortly. But, yeah, let's see here. That is AI, says Robert Isaacson. That's what I'm saying. I want an AI GM at this point. And you know what? Maybe that's something I'll pitch David Blitzer. Be like, look, go with an AI GM. Save you a lot of money. We'll save you some salaries. How about an AI assistant GM as well? Save you some salaries. You could just ask the AI GM. And that's the only time I would go base everything on analytics. Because I'm kind of interested to see what an AI GM would do for the New Jersey Devils. Would be very interesting. As this is the Morning Woo on this beautiful Saturday morning in New Jersey. Oh, boy. Just absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And trying to get this picture up for everybody. And I might add some music to it. I might add some music to it as well, Max. So let me just try to get this picture up. Got to find it on the hard drive. You got to... Oh, there it is. There it is. Let me ask everybody, does everybody want to see a picture of what Max sent me? Let's ask everybody. Do you guys all want to see a picture of what Max sent me? I don't know why this wasn't done earlier, to be honest with you. But thank you, Max. This is Max in the YouTube Live contributing to the Let's Go Devils podcast. This is actually pretty funny. I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. I'm gonna add some music to it. You know. Let's yeah. So let me ask you. You guys all want to see what Max sent me? Ted says no pictures, bro. To TMI. Yeah, yeah. All right. I'm going to play some music here. Hopefully I got the right one. Is it this one? Yeah. So I'm going to show what Max sent. There is Tom Fitzgerald. That's right. Max sent that to me on the YouTube Live. Looks like a clown. Like a clown? Funny how? Like a clown? Oh my goodness. Durango Steve says this time it would be great if you could broadcast on the local platform all users so you can send and post pictures. Yes. So you like Max's picture? What's going on? I mean, it's a circus here with New Jersey Devils. Just an absolute circus. Anyway. It's do I muse you? Says Robert Oxton. Yeah, it's an AI photo of Tom Fitzgerald at a press conference looking like a clown. Billy Kid, I'm getting excited. No lie, I guess we're on the delay right now. But that's funny. All right. Anyway. Yeah, so I'm going to turn off the music right now. Get back on. Yeah, so Meadowlander, you got to explain this to me because I didn't want to give out the wrong information. But you sent me an email about the Devils' social media blunder on last Tuesday when the Devils playing the Islanders. Incorrect goal announcement from LI. So is that why it was 1-1 and they said that Luke Hughes scored? Is that what it was? And what was that video that they had? Because I only got a screenshot from you. Could you explain it a little bit more? Artie, and how the F am I so funny? Funny how? Durango Steve says, Grok says, number one, clean house and leadership for accountability. Well, you need Grok to tell you that? Sam Wu told you that about, 9 years ago? Utica sucks too, don't they? Yeah. Yeah. Maria's going to go see Utica play today. Too bad Barnum Museum closed. Maria, hardcore Devils fan. Let me tell you. Utica won 3-0 last night, according to Tom. Billy Kid, that's mean. His mom probably watching. I'm sure. Come on. This is funny. It's not mean. It's funny. This is what we're all thinking right now. It's all good. I've been on the record that Tom Fitzgerald is a really nice guy and stand-up guy, all that kind of stuff. Problem is he's not standing up in front of the mic right now. Utica dead last with 26 points, says Max. Top in the conference is 49 points. So you're saying there's a chance, Max. Saying there's a chance. All right, well, this morning Woo has gone off the rails. 98 straight days of the morning Woo. Lots of fun in the morning this Saturday. I got to get my new reading glasses today because I've been having trouble reading. I've been making so many mistakes. They screwed up my eyes with this, like, bifocals or I don't even know what. I don't know. Jason O says, Fitz says, legit, run this team into the ground. No prospects, no money, and a broken core. But yeah. All right. Well, we're going to get out of here. Thank you for making me part of your morning. Also on Instagram Live, Getty27 says, I feel bad for you guys having to cover this team. Unwatchable, incredibly sad, but we all have each other. Getty. No one should show up for this team since the team doesn't show up for us. Couldn't agree with you more. But yeah. LASIK woo. Might be a good idea, actually. Might be a good idea. All right, folks. Gonna head out. I hate leaving. We've gone over 46 minutes of the morning woo. 15 minutes past what we normally do. The half an hour mark. But I got things to do. Can't believe this morning woo is 98 straight days. Well. All right, well. Let's do the ceremonial sip. For those Devils fans out there, meow, meow, that's still supporting the team. Keep up the good fight, folks. Keep up the good fight. Maybe the ownership group will get the message. To you, I salute you, the Devils fans. Ceremonial sip. One of these days, we're going to have a Zoom call of membered fans, and we can all do the ceremonial sip together. You would have to requirement, you have to buy one of these cups. And then I'll show everybody holding their mugs high. We'll think about something. All right. Trade us Brady, says Max. Dropping the podcast in about 10 minutes. Till next time, this is the Morning Woo. Let's go, Devils.
Oh, well, I love you and I need you.